First day of the challenge, first 2 games in charge of Norwich. Let's get off to a good start, shall we? Run the intro. So, here we go. First game in charge of Norwich. So it's against Watford, and here is my team. I've got Krull in goal. I've gone for a 5-2-3 with control possession, because as the board want me to do control possession, I thought it'd be a good idea to have a better solid defence. So I thought I'd put 5 defenders in, which usually doesn't work, but we'll see how it goes. So I've got Krull at the back, I've got Aarons and Schmelzer at fullbacks, and then my centre backs are Closer, Godfrey and Hanley, with Rupp and Leitner in midfield, and Cantwell and Buendia at the wing, and obviously Pookie up front, because I love Pookie. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. First game in charge, so let's go for it. Right, so we have Watford's team revealed to us now. A few good players in there. I love Watford's team. They shouldn't struggle in the Premier League with the team they've got. Just they've got Welbeck up front here, Pereira, Deulofeu, great attacking that is. They've got Capoue and Chalobah, really good defensive midfielders. Yamat's not too bad himself. Bit of a weird option to change goalkeeper, because Gomez is pretty good, but their bench of having Sarr, Deeney, Hughes and Holebas on the bench, that's quite worrying, to be honest, but hopefully it won't go too bad. Right, let's first ever team talk, really, this is. So what shall I say? Show the world what you've got. See, they love me. They love me. There we go. So let's begin. Now I'll put it in 3D rather than 2D, just because I thought it'd be a bit more interesting than me having to comment on dots, although I do quite like the 2D view. But as we can see, done nothing. Right, I'm going to change the highlights. Right, so I changed the highlights to key highlights now, so hopefully nothing comes of this. So they're just passing it nicely over to Yamat. Yamat's probably going to cross it in. No, back to Deulofeu. Oh, Jesus. Move the league table down, because I don't even get time to move it down. Oh, Krull, what are you doing, mate? Jesus. Pereira. Just tackle him. Tackle Decoy. It shouldn't be this difficult. Chalobah. Oh my god. Oh my god, the highlights are coming in thick and fast. I don't like this. It's been all Watford so far. I know we're only in the 12th minute, but it's always worrying. On the way to Rupp. Oh, over the side to Emmy. Oh, come on. But that's better. That is better. That gives me hope that we might be able to actually score. So they're in their half, so hopefully we can tackle them, go up and score. That would be the beneficial part. But Yamat's just ran through my whole team. And he's still running. Thank God he hasn't got a good left foot, otherwise we could have been in a lot of trouble then. Another highlight straight afterwards. This is on key highlights as well. Typical bottom of the table. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. What the fuck was he doing? What are you doing, Closer? Oh my god. Can I restart the whole challenge again, please? This is painful. I'm gonna have to go positive. But they're just cutting me apart. Well, I say they're cutting me apart. It took my defender to give them the ball. This is not good. Not good at all. Show me something else. This is not good. Yep, 60 minutes. Right, to tactics. I'm going to change tactic immediately. Right, so I changed the tactic to a counter-attacking, fluid type thing, and hoping that will have some kind of impact, but the time is ticking. Nothing's changing. Right, I'm taking Pookie off, because he's been one of my worst players. Emmy, over the top to... Oh. Borvin! Oh! I thought he had it. I genuinely thought he had it. That has been our best chance of the game. Nothing happens from corners usually. And he's going to cross it in. They pull it out. Oh, what a surprise. We're going to do another change because I'm sort of panicking. I don't like to say I'm panicking, but I feel like I'm panicking. Change you up. Okay, so put Hernandez on. That is my last change. Maybe a bit more attacking. There's a highlight. Just there is nothing in this team that gives me any hope that I'm actually going to be able to do this challenge. Delafeu's just ran rings. Delafeu's just ran rings around me. Absolutely just ran rings around me. I'm speechless. So yeah, I've just done the press conference. Great, I didn't plan this very well. There's 14 days until my next match. Yeah, naturally disappointing. That's worrying for me. Because if you look at the table, Watford are right down there with us. We needed that desperately. Yeah, I was going to praise Norwich after this game because if you look at the development centre, they have very strong youth squads, which is usually very promising. If they're very strong, that means there's a good future for the club, which would be great. Obviously, with a save like this, we need a good youth system, and something good to progress this club. But if we can't stay in the Premier League in the first place, we're going to struggle. This is one of the better prospects, apparently, but no, he's not. So, Ida, he's one of our better ones. He looks really good. I like the look of him a lot. Great potential. Things can only get better. Can only get better. Now you. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Things can only get better. Right, after the long awaited wait, we're finally at the Wolves game. Luckily, we're at home, so hopefully that helps out just a tiny bit before the game. Right, so here it is. Here's my team. Not much changed in defence. I've decided to change the formation to the fluid counter-attack that I changed to during the match last time. I've had a couple of the injuries that have come back. They're just better. I could even, at some point, if I fall behind, move Duda into this attacking midfielder role where he's more natural. But right now, I'll put him in the midfield just to shore up the defence a little bit. So the defence hasn't changed much with Krul, Aarons, Hanley, Closer and Schmelzer. Then the midfield has changed quite a bit. So the only person that stayed there is Rupp. Then I've put in McLean and Duda. McLean hasn't played this season. So I kind of just want to see how he does. He's got pretty good stats. Then I've got Buendia on the right, Cantwell on the left, and Pookie up front. Right, so here is Wolves' team. They're a bit more attack-minded than I am, just because they're players. Look, Jota, Jimenez, Traore, Neves, Moutinho, even Johnny and Doherty are pretty attack-minded. Love their goalkeeper, Rui Patricio. John Ruddy used to be a Norwich keeper, so that's quite cool. Shame we don't get to play him. But yeah, hopefully we don't get our asses handed to us. Right, so here we go. Start of the match. Actually, no highlights. We're halfway through the first half already. We just played a game where there's non-stop highlights, and this one, there's none. Oh, corner. Emmy crosses it in. Pookie gets on the end. Nah. So as I said, corners, not much really happens from them. Speaking of that, Moutinho on a corner. Go on, Emmy. Counter-attack. Don't know where Pookie is. He's in the middle. Could cross to him. You gonna cross to him, Emmy? Emmy's just doing it on his own. Crosses it into Pookie. How did he miss? McLean! McLean scores! His first game of the season. I give it to him, and he goes on and scores. Get in. I honestly thought at one point Emmy was going to do it on his own, and then he eventually crossed it into Pookie. How the keeper saved it, I don't know, and then McLean tidies it up and puts it in the back of the net. Get in. That's the end of the first half. Honestly, I'm happy with this. Oh, Moutinho already on a free kick. This is not looking good. Dendoncker. Whoa. Far too close. Another corner. I mean, we broke away from a corner last time. Moutinho. Is the same going to happen here? Krul pulls off a good save. Moutinho again. Oh no, it's to the back to Doherty. His player got in the way, luckily. I think it was Bolly who got in the way, so thank God for that, because fullbacks on this game shooting from distance is always worrying. Actually going to change something now. I'm thinking of putting Hernandez in for Campwell. Campwell's just not done very well for 2 games on the bounce now, and I'm kind of sick of him. So Hernandez can come in. Dendoncker with a massive ball over the top. Oh, Meltzer did nothing. Podence is on it. Oh, how Podence didn't score, I do not know. I might have to take Pookie off, you know. Pookie, oh my God, Wolves. They are not backing down, are they? Go on, Hernandez to McLean. McLean's been the star of this show. Oh, right. McLean. We can't concede for 2 mistakes. That's 2 games and 2 mistakes. I don't know what to do to this. So all of McLean's, like, good stuff has just been absolutely thrown down the pan. Might push up Duda and play him as an advanced playmaker support. Might put Dermick on. See how that goes. Might demand more of my team right at the end. See if they'll give me anything. It doesn't look like the world time's ticking. There we go. So a draw. 1-1 draw with Wolves. If you told me at the start of the game that I'd get that, I would have been happy. But Wolves were all over us in that second half after we scored. Just really disappointing. So yeah, that is the end of this episode anyway. No wins in either of the 2 games. Unfortunately. I was considering showing the Chelsea game, but I don't want to do 3 games in one episode. I think that would be too much. So I think the next time we meet, I think I'll do Manchester United and Burnley. 2 big games there in December. So yeah, I'll play the 2 games in my own time, and then I'll show you the Manchester United and the Burnley game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya!